Hey there YouTube, Darth Rancor here. Before I start my review, I'd like to make a couple of comments. First, I'm sorry I haven't posted a review in a while. That's why I'm doing the Silver Whale Balisong and Spyderco Chicago reviews so close to each other. Also, I'll be changing the way I rate these knives. I'm no longer going to give them a rating from 1 to 10 because you can have a really cheap blade that's good quality for the price and give it a high review because the quality to price ratio is good. But then you can have a really high quality blade that is a lot more expensive and it could be getting a same or similar review as a blade that, really doesn't compare. So I'm just going to give recommendations on these based on, my use with them. I'm not going to give them a numbered review anymore. Anyway, so here's my review on the Spyderco Chicago. The handle is 3 1/10 of an inch long, and the blade is 2 inches. The blade is 440 stainless steel flat ground plain edge. It has a Spyder logo on it just above the thumb hole, and it says at the base of the blade Spyderco 440C, and on the reverse Taiwan. It has Spyderco's usual thumb hole, which makes for easy one-handed opening, right or left-handed. It has their Michael Walker liner lock, which holds the blade pretty securely, and also has full stainless steel liners. It has G10 handles, which give it a nice grip, and it would, maybe keep your finger from sliding up onto the blade accidentally. The pocket clip is wire, which is a lot more minimalistic than a full piece of stainless steel, and it also rides pretty high in your pocket so that you're not going to see much of the blade poking out, much of the handle poking out, above the edge of the pocket. You're mostly just going to see the clip. It does have a lanyard hole for you people out there who like to put your knives on lanyards. Unfortunately, it's too small for paracord to fit through. That doesn't bother me. I just like to clip it in my pocket. I don't really put lanyards on any of my knives. But if you like to do that, that could be an issue with this one. I like the leaf shape of the blade. It allows for greater control when, doing tasks like cutting cardboard. And I also like the fact that you can fit all 4 of your fingers around the handle. It allows for a more sure grip, and it gives you, again, more control when cutting. So even though it's a small blade, you've still got a good grip on the handle. I also like that it's street legal for Chicago. I live near Chicago, and I can't wait to bring this with me into the city so that I have a knife that's legal size instead of maybe a 3.5 inch pocket knife. And it also, is nice if you're driving and you get pulled over or something like that. You're not going to have an additional fine or, get charged with a felony for having a knife that's above the legal limit. You've got something here that, is perfectly legal just about anywhere in Chicago, except for, maybe government buildings or schools or something. Some of the things that I didn't like about this blade were the price. I feel that the $70 Spyderco charges for it on their website is a bit too much. If you can get one used, I would recommend that you do that. I wouldn't pay more than $35 or $40 for this knife. I also didn't like that it's 2 inches. I mean, I like that it's 2 inches. I don't like that it's 2 inches. I mean, it is, it's legal. It's a nice knife, especially for 2 inches, but it's only 2 inches long. If you need a task that requires a longer blade, this just isn't going to cut it. It is nice for EDC. Slides really smoothly out of your pocket. You can get it open very easily and quickly with one hand. So it's nice for, around the office, at work, at home, in the city, what have you. But in a, survival situation, if you're out camping or something, I would leave this one behind. And I feel like Spyderco really capitalized on the fact that it's only 2 inches. They gave it the wider blade, nice handles, etc. But it's only 2 inches of steel. It's not that great in a personal defense situation. I would think it might do in a pinch. But you know, if you feel like you're cornered by a potential assailant and you want to take out your knife to maybe intimidate him a little bit, or you know, try and convince him to back off, and you whip this out, he might just laugh at you. It lacks the intimidation factor that larger knives have just because it's 2 inches long. All in all, I would recommend this to anyone living in the city, in any city, or in California, or anyone who needs it for maybe around their work. It is a very, very well-made knife. I don't want to downplay that. It's also my first Spyderco knife. I will definitely buy Spyderco again. I was really impressed with this one. Again, the price is a bit much, but if you can find one used, it's well worth it. Thanks very much, and check out my reviews in the future.